Hi, welcome. It's Grandma Roseanne. You're in my kitchen. You snuck in here just as I was about to make something absolutely fantastic. How do you feel about cauliflower? Now that is pretty much a loved vegetable, but it can be pretty ordinary. It can be pretty mundane. It can be pretty unexciting. So what about if we do cauliflower with a broccoli cheese sauce over it? Now, that's getting everything you need in there. And if you've got those little ones, those kids that just aren't going to eat their broccoli, well, let me tell you, we can sneak it in right now. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to make a roux. So it's 2 tablespoons of butter, and it's equal amounts of flour. So depending on what you're making, you just always know it's equal, okay? So we have a 1 and 2. Now we're going to go over to the stove and we're going to melt this down. Just starting to develop the roux, and it is, as I said, equal portions butter and flour. Now you want to be able to be sure to cook this for a little bit because you do not want that raw taste of that flour, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to give it just about a minute or 2 of cooking, and then I'm going to add 2½ cups of milk. Now the trick with the milk, don't dump it in all at once. You're going to have a problem if you do. It's going to lump up on you. Little streams, just little streams, incorporate it. Take your time, enjoy it. Sing a little song in your head, whatever it is that makes you happy, and just mix it up. And after you have gotten maybe 1/3 of that in, then it's okay just to dump the whole thing in. But in the beginning, you want to take your time on this. This is being spoken to you by the woman who has done it the wrong way, and I had lumps and had to throw it out and start all over again. So I would rather share my bad experience with you so you don't have one. Alrighty. This is incorporating very, very nicely. The rest can go in right now. Alright, now we're going to cook this just until it thickens, and that's going to be like maybe 4 or 5 minutes, so I will be back. So as that sauce is cooking and thickening and getting ready, what I did is I took broccoli. How much did I get here? Let me think. I think it's about 1 pound. I think I have about 1 pound of broccoli in here. And then I have about a good sized head of cauliflower over here. I just broke it into florets. I was sure to get the core out of both of them, got the hard stem out of this one. And then we're going to just work through with this. So our roux has thickened, and we brought it kind of up almost, definitely not to a hard boil, but almost to the start of a boil, and then just kept stirring it. You want to be careful that you stir it. If you start feeling kind of a skin on the bottom, get down there and stir harder, okay? Now, the florets that I have here, what we're going to do is we're going to put all of the broccoli into this roux over here, and we're going to let it cook for 20 minutes. Then, while that's doing that, I will show you one other thing we need to do. I'll be right back. So what we're doing here is we're just cooking the broccoli into this white sauce, and we're going to let it cook, as I said, about 20 minutes, and then I will show you what we're going to do afterwards. You're going to be so surprised because it's just delicious and it's amazing and it's beautiful. So again, I'll be back in a minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually make the topping. So you need stale bread, and this is bread that I had baked, and it was really good bread. And I didn't have any stale bread, so I cut pieces off, and I just let it sit on my counter here for a few hours and got it all kind of stale. So we're going to make some breadcrumbs. Just pop them all in there. You need about 2 slices of bread. This might look like more than 2, but it was sliced really thin, you guys. Alrighty. Then we need some thyme. Oh, and you need time with thyme, because it just takes forever. Oh, actually, that came off pretty nicely. They don't always come off that nice. Couple sprigs. Thyme is a lovely herb. It's really, really nice. but you do have to work a little bit with it. There. Oh, it smells good. So good. There. Now we will grind this up a bit. It works better if you plug it in. Let me see what that's looking like. Oh, it's getting there. It's nice. It smells really good too. We're just about there. That's about the consistency I think we're looking for. That'll be a very nice topping. Now, we want to put some sea salt in here. So, oh, I know you guys like measurements. I kind of do hand stuff. Let's just see. I would say like 1.5 teaspoons. And then I think about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And we'll mix that up. And now I have 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And we're going to put that in slowly. Oh, oh. That is perfect. Look at that. Oh, and it smells heavenly. It really, really does smell wonderful. Okay, we'll put that off to the side for a couple minutes. We will be back with more to do. Now to this beautiful broccoli mixture that we have here, we're going to add 1 cup of cheese. And I'm using cheddar. You can use anything you like. Gruyere would be really nice here. A blue cheese, if you like blue cheese, is pretty strong, but if you like it, that would be delicious with it as well. And then we're just going to let that melt in a little bit. What cannot be fabulous about this dish? Okay, now then we're going to make the sauce. So back over here. And we're going to put all of this beautiful, beautiful stuff into the blender. We don't want to leave any of that good sauce in there. Okay. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, get down there. Before I pour this in, I want to taste it and see if we need to adjust any of the seasonings. That is so good. That is so good. Honestly, I'm not kidding you. This could be a soup right now, just by itself. It could be a soup. It's that delicious. All righty. So, now we will take our cauliflower, pour this beautiful sauce over it. Don't you love it? Oh my goodness, look at that. There. Wow. Now, we're going to add more cheese. This is another cup of cheese. And then these very, very, very flavorful breadcrumbs that we made. All right. Now we pop this into the oven, 350 degrees for 50 minutes. That's 50, okay? We shall return with a finished product. Well, we have gotten the casserole out of the oven and I am going to take a taste of it, but I will tell you, I don't know how it could not be fantastic with all of the great ingredients that went in there. So let me take a little bite here, right out of the corner, because it has cheese and broccoli and it's got a beautiful roux in it. It's got great crumbs on the top. Wow. Well, that is definitely going to be on my Thanksgiving menu, Thanksgiving Day menu. That is fantastic, you guys. Really fantastic. Give it a try before Thanksgiving. And if you like it as much as I do, I think you're going to want it on your menu too. So, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the little bell, come back. Loves having you here. Have a great, great rest of your day. Bye-bye.